everyone, welcome. It's great to see you guys yet another, let's say, session. So tonight we have our topic, la maison. La maison. Okay, so bonsoir tout le monde. So far we've looked at different topics and practiced different things. We've covered the topics like descriptions, greetings, and la famille. And we're going to continue learning and hopefully growing. Tonight our topic is, as I said, la maison. We're dealing with the home or the house. La maison, the home or the house. So first and foremost, I apologize for the dog. First and foremost, we are going to be looking at the outside of the house. We're going to look at things that we may find outside of the house. À l'extérieur de la maison. À l'extérieur de la maison, outside of the house. So let's go. So at some people's houses, we see a garden, and the word for garden is le jardin. Le jardin. Let me see if I can get my arrow. Okay. Le jardin. Le jardin. Oh, sorry about that. Right. So in a garden, we may find a tree, l'arbre, a tree, l'arbre. We may find a plant, la plante, not la plante, la plante. So, sorry guys about that. Right, so then we have a flower, la fleur, la fleur, la fleur. There's a flower. And then we have a pot, a pot that you would put plants in, le pot de fleurs, or le pot. So it can be le pot de fleurs or le pot. So I'll repeat everything one last time, and please do feel free to try and, let's see, get the pronunciation. So try practicing it for yourself and get the pronunciation down. So we have garden, le jardin, le jardin, le jardin, le jardin. Then in a garden we may find number one, a tree, l'arbre. The word for tree is l'arbre. So l'arbre, l'arbre. Then we have number two, plant, la plante, la plante. And you pronounce the T because of the E at the end. If the E wasn't there, then it would be la plante. But because the E is there, we pronounce the T, and it's la plante. Then we have number three, toit, flower, la fleur, la fleur, la fleur. Last but not least, number four, pot, le pot de fleurs, ou le pot. So realize it's both, in English and in French, it's spelled the exact same way, however the pronunciations are different. So don't say le pot de fleurs or le pot. No, it's le pot de fleurs or le pot. So I think we have that down pat. Just in case, you can pause the video right now and practice the pronunciation. Le jardin, l'arbre, la plante, la fleur, le pot de fleurs, or le pot. And if you have a garden at home, I recommend you go outside and you point at different things. If you see a pot, you say le pot de fleurs or le pot. Something like that, to get that practice in. Okay, so now we have garage. So some people have a garage attached to their houses or built onto their houses. So the French translation for garage is, does anyone want to take a guess? You feel free to guess before the answer comes up. The French translation for garage is le garage. Le garage. So we say garage, le garage. It's spelled the exact same way. So you have no worries, you have no fears. Le garage. And so if you have a garage attached outside, even if it may not look like this one here in the picture, that's fine. Just go outside and say, okay, I have a garage. I have a garage. I have a garage. Sorry. Alright, let's move on. So now I'm going to be looking at the neighborhood. So here we have, I would say, different neighborhoods, depending on how you look at it. Different neighborhoods in the picture. So I have some words associated with the neighborhood. We have the neighborhood itself, le quartier, le quartier, le quartier, le quartier. Then you have the street, which can be la rue, or it can be la route, or la route. Then you have the car, as you can see here in the picture, you can see different cars. So you have la voiture. Sorry, I apologize for the dog once again. La voiture, la voiture. And last but not least, the roof, le toit. Le toit. And we can see the several roofs on top of the houses. So I'll go over that again. First we have the neighborhood, le quartier, le quartier, the neighborhood, le quartier, le quartier. Then you have le quartier, wait. Then you have the street, la rue, or la route, la rue, or la route, la rue, or la route. The car, you have la voiture, la voiture, la voiture. And last but not least, the roof, le toit, le toit, the roof. Alright, let's keep moving. And don't forget to practice so you can go in your neighborhood and say le quartier, le quartier. You can say la rue or la route, la voiture, et le toit. Okay, so at some people's houses, not everyone's house, but at some people's houses, we see that some people have a pool. So I decided to put in the word pool just in case. So the word for pool is la piscine, la piscine, la piscine, la piscine, la piscine. So feel free to pronounce after me. I'll give it a little break so that you can pronounce la piscine, la piscine, la piscine, la piscine. And that, remember, that is pool. So whenever you hear a piscine, pool, like a swimming pool. Okay, so now I have a veranda or a porch. Depends on where you are, but I would say veranda. Where I am, I would say veranda. Some people may say porch. So it can be la terrasse couverte, la terrasse couverte, or le veranda. Veranda, sorry. So la terrasse couverte ou le veranda. Le veranda. Veranda. So I'll go over that again. So veranda or porch, depending on where you live. La terrasse couverte ou le veranda. Le veranda. So slowly now. La terrasse couverte. La terrasse couverte ou le veranda. Le veranda. So I don't know how many have a porch swing, but I wanted to include the vocabulary. So porch swing. La balancelle, la balancelle, la balancelle, la balancelle. That is port swing. So remember that. Balancelle, port swing. And never forget the article la. Means that it's feminine. So if you were describing it, you would use a feminine adjective. Last but not least, we have rocking chair. So there are two ways to say rocking chair. You can say le rocking chair. Le rocking chair. You know, yes, it's a rocking chair, but le rocking chair. Or you can say la chaise à bascule. Bascule, sorry, oui. Le rocking chair ou la chaise à bascule. La chaise à bascule. So, le rocking chair, not le rocking chair, le rocking chair et la chaise à bascule. Bascule, oui. Alright, so that was the outside. So we saw different things. La balancelle, le veranda, oui, le veranda. Then we saw le garage, oui, le garage, le jardin, la plante, l'arbre. We saw different things. We learned the vocab for different things. So that was outside. Now we're doing inside. And inside in French is either à l'intérieur, ou dedans. So à l'intérieur, oui, ou dedans. Dedans. So we just took, as I said, we just took a look at things found outside the house. Let's look at the inside now. So we have first and foremost the kitchen. I think most people love to eat. Not everyone maybe, but a lot of people do love to eat. So I think the kitchen is one of our favorite areas to be, especially if you can cook. Oh goodness. So excuse me. So why not start with the kitchen? La cuisine. La cuisine. I know there's an S there, but it's more like a Z sound. So la cuisine. Not la cuisine, la cuisine. You get that Z sound. So la cuisine. So when we go in the kitchen, it is no longer kitchen. It is la cuisine. So I have the vocabulary for some things found in the kitchen. So you have the stove, la cuisinière, oui, la cuisinière. So that's the stove, la cuisinière. La cuisinière is the stove. Then you have the oven, le four, like the number 4, le four. That's oven. Then we have fridge or refrigerator, depending on who you are, you may say it differently, but you have le réfrigérateur, or le frigo. That le frigo is a more familiar way of saying it. Le frigo. So le réfrigérateur or le frigo. Fridge, refrigerator. So then we have an island. So an island would be, in the picture we have this here. This would be an island. You usually find it, especially on TV, you would see it in the middle of the kitchen, more or less. So, island. L'îlot central. L'îlot central or l'îlot de cuisine. L'îlot central or l'îlot de cuisine. So, those are our 4 words so far. La cuisinière, le four, le réfrigérateur, ou le frigo, then l'îlot central ou l'îlot de cuisine. Next we have the microwave. So we have le micro-ondes, le micro-ondes, le micro-ondes, le micro-ondes, le micro-ondes. Yeah, gotta map this sound. Le micro-ondes. Oui. Le micro-ondes. Now yes, it may end with S, but it is L-E only. Le micro-ondes. Then we have a cupboard, you know, to store your, depends on what you store, but I would say pots, pans, you know. Le placard. Le placard. Le placard. So yes, there is a D at the end, but we're not looking at this D. You're not going to hear that D. So le placard. That's it. I have sink, l'évier. Sink, l'évier. Excuse me, sink, l'évier, and it's masculine. I put the masculine there so you know that it's a masculine noun rather than feminine. So let's say you wanted to describe it with a color, you would use the feminine form of the adjective rather, sorry, not the feminine, the masculine form of the adjective rather than the feminine, because sink is masculine, l'évier. Then we have knife, you know, to cut your fruits, your vegetables, as you should be eating fruits and vegetables, le couteau. Le couteau, le couteau, le couteau, le couteau, knife. Then I put spoon, so spoon can be said in two ways. It can be either la cuillère or la cuillère. La cuillère or la cuillère. La cuillère or la cuillère. And last but not least, our fork, because if we cut our vegetables, what are we going to take up them with besides our hands? What are we going to eat them with? La fourchette. La fourchette. La fourchette. And here we have it. These are some things, main things, I think, that we use, which are found in the kitchen. Okay, excuse me once more. So, I'm going to just go over the pronunciations quickly. La cuisine for kitchen. So remember, when we go in the kitchen, it is no longer kitchen. It is la cuisine. So the stove, la cuisinière. La cuisinière. The oven, you have le four. Le four. Then you have fridge or refrigerator. Refrigerator, sorry. Le réfrigérateur, le réfrigérateur, le réfrigérateur, or le frigo, that's a more familiar way of saying it, le frigo. Then you have an island, which is found in the middle of the kitchen, more or less, most of the time. You have l'îlot central, l'îlot central, l'îlot de cuisine. So, l'îlot central or l'îlot de cuisine. Then we have microwave, le micro-ondes, le micro-ondes, le micro-ondes. Then we have cupboard, le placard, le placard. Then we have sink, l'évier. And remember, it's masculine, not feminine. L'évier, sink. Then we have knife, le couteau, le couteau, le couteau, spoon, la cuillère, sorry, la cuillère, or la cuillère, la cuillère, or la cuillère, la cuillère, or la cuillère. And last but not least, our fork to finish it all off. La fourchette. La fourchette. So I just want to remind you guys to remember the let's see, if it's masculine or feminine, always remember that. Alright, so that was the kitchen. Let's move to the dining room. So after we get our nice plate of food, where are we going to eat? We are going to eat in the dining room. So here we have a nice lovely white and I believe that's brown, giving off a little goldish white, but white or brown dining room. And so dining room. La salle à manger. 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 So in the dining room, there is chair. You have la chaise. Chair, you have la chaise. You have table. It's the same word in French, but la table. Not la table, la table. La table. Then we have placemat. You know, some people use a placemat to rest their plates upon. Excuse me. So, some have a placemat to place their their plates upon. So, you have le de table, le de table, ou le napperon. Napperon, sorry. Le de table ou le napperon. Le de table ou le napperon. Instead, sorry. Le de table ou le napperon. Le de table ou le napperon. Le napperon. So, le de table ou le napperon. Napperon. Right. And last but not least, we have a coaster, which we would rest our drinks upon rather than get the table wet. So, le dessous de verre. Le dessous de verre ou le sous-verre. Le dessous de verre ou le sous-verre. Excuse me. So, once again, dining room, la salle à manger. La salle à manger. La salle à manger. Chair, you have la chaise. Table, la table. Remember, not la table, la table. Placemat, le de table ou le napperon. And last but not least, coaster. Le dessous de verre, le dessous de verre ou le sous-verre. Next, we have living room. Le salon. Living room, le salon. Le salon. So we have sofa, le canapé, le canapé, le canapé, ou le sofa. So, le canapé ou le sofa. So then we have a couch, which is also le canapé. So sofa can be le canapé or le sofa, or it can be, and couch, sorry, can be le canapé as well. Then lamp. Lamp is la lampe. La lampe. La lampe. Lamp, la lampe. And then cushion, le coussin. Le coussin. Le coussin. Not le coussin or le coussin. Whatever I said before, you don't pronounce the N. So le coussin. Le coussin. So, once more, living room, le salon. Sofa, le canapé, or le sofa. Then you have couch, which would be le canapé as well. Lamp, la lampe. And then cushion, le coussin. Le coussin. Le coussin. Le coussin. And that's cushion. So this is a specific cushion. This cushion is specific to the sofa or the couch, whichever one you put it on. You'll see what I mean later, but this word is simply for the pillows on the couch or sofa, which we can see in the picture. Like these here, that's the word you will use. Le coussin. Le coussin. I apologize for the noise in the background. Le coussin. So next we have a bathroom. La salle de bain. La salle de bain. La salle de bain. And here we have a picture of two lovely bathrooms. So in a bathroom we have a sink. which is le lavabo. Le lavabo. Le lavabo. We have a mirror. I believe most people have a mirror in their bathroom. Le miroir. Le miroir. Le miroir. Le miroir. Or la glace. So there are two words for mirror. Le miroir or la glace. Le miroir or la glace. Or la glace. Excuse me. Then we have a shower. La douche. La douche. La douche. And that is shower. Now there are some people who have a bathtub. And I think there's a bathtub here in this picture that you hear at the bottom. A bathtub. So, la baignoire. La baignoire. La baignoire. That is bathtub. La baignoire. La baignoire. They have toilets. Les toilettes. Les toilettes. Les toilettes. Toilet. Les toilettes. I know that toilet, is singular in English, but it's plural in French. So, les toilettes. Les toilettes. Have toilet paper. Le papier toilette. Le papier toilette. Excuse me. And then we have towel rack. Le porte-serviette. Le porte-serviette. Le porte-serviette. Le porte-serviette. And last but not least, we have towel. La serviette de toilette. La serviette de toilette. So, since we would say la serviette de toilette if we're referring to a towel, like a bathroom towel, because la serviette can mean towel for other, it can, let's see, la serviette means towel. So say you had, I don't know what to call them, maybe like a kitchen towel or something like that, a towel you use outside of the bathroom, you can say la serviette. So to specify that you mean a bathroom towel or a towel found in the bathroom, you would say la serviette de toilette. So what I just said may have been a bit confusing or all over the place, but you say la serviette de toilette to specify the type of towel we're dealing with. So you mean a bathroom towel, then yes, la serviette de toilette. And so I'm going to go over the pronunciations again. Bathroom, la salle de bain, la salle de bain, la salle de bain. And here I have the S in brackets. It means that you can either spell it with the S or without the S. It would still be pronounced the exact same way. La salle de bain. Then we have sink. Le lavabo. Le lavabo. Sink. Le lavabo. I apologize for the noise once again. Then we have a mirror. Le miroir. Le miroir. Le miroir. Or la glace. So when I say O, I mean R. Or la glace. So le miroir or la glace. Then we have shower, la douche. So here we have in the picture we have a glass shower here. So la douche. Shower, la douche. La douche. Bath, bathtub. La baignoire. La baignoire. La baignoire. La baignoire. Toilette, we have les toilettes. Remember, les toilettes, not la toilette or le toilette. Les toilettes. Then we have toilet paper. Le papier toilette. Le papier toilette. Toilette. Then we have towel rack. Le porte-serviette. Le porte-serviette. Le porte-serviette. Towel rack. And last but not least, the towel that we would put on the towel rack. La serviette de toilette. La serviette de toilette. So, remember that. So, to specify, that may mean a bathroom towel. A bath towel. Yeah, like a bath towel that you dry yourself with. La serviette de toilette, to specify that you mean that type of towel. La serviette de toilette. So next we have the bedroom, la chambre, la chambre, bedroom. And here we have a luscious, excuse my English, but a very nice, a magnificent, lovely bedroom, la chambre. So we have the bed. I gave you about 7 words. 7 words. So we have bed, lily, bed, lily. Then we have, let's see, pillow. So as I told you earlier, well, yeah, that was cushion, but sometimes we say pillows, so you have to be specific. But pillow, we have l'oreiller, 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 pillow, l'oreiller, pillow, l'oreiller. So bed, lily, bedroom, la chambre, pillow, l'oreiller, l'oreiller. Then we have a window, la fenêtre, la fenêtre, la fenêtre. Then we have wardrobe. Some people have a wardrobe. It can be l'armoire, 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 l'armoire. Right. Sorry about that. L'armoire. I didn't realize the R, so forgive me for that, please. L'armoire, 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 l'armoire. Right. L'armoire. Et la fonderie. La fonderie. So l'armoire, 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 l'armoire. I'm trying to get the right pronunciation. L'armoire, l'armoire, oui, l'armoire, l'armoire, ou la fonderie. L'armoire ou la fonderie. So say about that. L'armoire, l'armoire, ou la fonderie. L'armoire ou la fonderie. Then you have chest of drawers, la commode, la commode, la commode. Then we have a bookcase, la bibliothèque, la bibliothèque. Yes, there's THE here, but la bibliothèque. Excuse me, last but not least, we have laundry basket. So, le panier à linge sale. À linge sale, sorry. So, le panier à linge sale. Le panier à linge sale. So, la chambre, bedroom, le lit, bed, l'oreiller, pillow, l'oreiller, pillow, window, la fenêtre, wardrobe, l'armoire, ou la fonderie, fonderie. Then you have chest of drawers, la commode, bookcase, la bibliothèque, bookcase, la bibliothèque. Then laundry basket, le panier à linge sale, le panier à linge sale. I apologize for the rain in the background. Hopefully you can still hear me clearly enough. So then we have vocabulary. Il y a, there is, or there are, and I put an example here so you know how to use it. Il y a un jardin et beaucoup d'arbres dans mon quartier. So il y a un jardin et beaucoup d'arbres dans mon quartier. So there is a garden and a lot of trees in my neighborhood. You also have dans ma maison, in my house, which means in my house. So dans ma maison, in my house, il y a un salon, there is a living room, une salle de bain, a bathroom, et une cuisine, and a kitchen. So, let me go over that again. So, il y a, there is, or there are, excuse me, il y a un jardin et beaucoup d'arbres dans mon quartier. So there is a garden and a lot of trees in my neighborhood. Dans ma maison, which means in my house. Dans ma maison, il y a un salon, une salle de bain, et une cuisine. So, in my house, dans ma maison, there is un salon et living room, une salle de bain et bathroom, et une cuisine and a kitchen. So I hear about 3 words that you can use to describe different things in your house. I really do encourage you to look for others though. Like go around your house and just say, okay, so I want to say that my kitchen is yellow and it has a big island. If I want to say that, what words do I need to know in order to say that? So then you can look up yellow, jaune. You can look up, I said island, l'îlot central or l'îlot de cuisine. And yeah, and I said big, so you're grown. So you can look at different ways. Just go around and think, like, is this what you can just go around your house and say, okay, alright. So, my kitchen is big. Just think of different words to describe your kitchen, or even a kitchen online, or maybe you see in a movie and just sit down and say, okay, I want to describe this kitchen. I want to describe this barrel. How am I going to describe this barrel? And you work to so. So I just have 3 words here. As I said, I encourage you to look for others. You have large, grand. Yeah, sorry, I said big earlier as grand, but large, grand. Small, petit. Yeah, so grand, big, sorry. The large and big is grand. So yeah, so large, grand, big, grand. Small, petit, not petit, petit. Beautiful or handsome, beau, belle, depending on what you're describing. Beau, belle. So if you want to say a beautiful kitchen, une belle cuisine. And why do we use belle? Because cuisine is feminine. Wanted to say a beautiful or handsome stove, then say le beau four. Le beau four. Because why beau? Because four is masculine. Okay, so here's some practice. I just have a bit of examples here. So, il y a un lit, une armoire, I forgot the R, armoire, et une commode dans ma chambre. So, il y a un lit, une armoire. I apologize for missing out the R here, but there's an R that's supposed to be in here. So, une armoire et une commode dans ma chambre. So there's a bed, a wardrobe, and a chest of drawers in my bedroom. J'ai un jardin. Sorry about that. J'ai un jardin. I have a garden. La cuisine est orange. Et elle a un four et une cuisinière dans elle. So, la cuisine est orange et elle a un four et une cuisinière dans elle. So, there's an accent missing from cuisinière, but with la cuisine, instead let me correct it. I don't want you guys to go along with it in the wrong way. So, let me correct it. 1 minute, please. So, right, so let me fix the issues. Il y a un lit, une armoire et une commode dans ma chambre. J'ai un jardin. I have a garden. La cuisine est orange et elle a un four et une cuisinière. As I mentioned, the accent was missing, so une cuisinière dans elle. And this sentence means the kitchen is orange and it has an oven and stove. So by that I have LA. If I'm talking about it has, I have LA because cuisine, I'm referring to cuisine, and cuisine is feminine. So, elle a un four est une cuisinière donzelle. The kitchen is orange and it has an oven and stove. Lastly, ma chambre est grande, bleue, et il y a beaucoup de choses donzelle. Ma chambre est grande, bleue, et il y a beaucoup de choses donzelle. My bedroom is large or big, blue, and there are a lot of things in it. So in this case, there are. So ma chambre est grande, bleu. And we have bleu with an E at the end. Why do we have that E there? Because ma chambre. Ma chambre. Chambre is feminine. So that's why we add an E to the D. We add an E to bleu. And we say donzelle rather than donzille. Alright, so I think that is it. Let me just try and get back. Okay, so merci pour votre attention. À la prochaine. See you next time. À la prochaine. So remember, before I fully finish, just please remember, one thing we as language learners don't do is practice enough. So we have a house, but yet we don't try to name the things in the house. So we would say, pass me the phone, rather. Sorry, I said phone. Oh my goodness, pass me the fork instead of donnez-moi or donne-moi la fourchette. Rather than say pass these things in French, or even if you just say give me la fourchette, at least you will have the vocab in your mind. So I'm encouraging you, when you're at home and you see the different things that we went through today, don't just put them in your brain and write them down and forget about them. No, get up and practice. You have your living room, you sit down, you look around, le canapé or le sofa, you know, get up. Le coussin, sorry, le coussin. There's no E at the end, so le coussin. Get up and you call these different things. La chaise, you know, really get into that practice. So I encourage you, please do. Feel free to play over the video. Excuse me once again. Feel free to play over the video and really just practice. That is the best thing that you can do. It will help you in the long run. Alright, so that's it from me. See you next time. À la prochaine.